Hey everybody, good evening and Shabbat Shalom. I know it's been a minute, but welcome to a Shabbat edition of Hot Second Hebrew. And the Hot Second Hebrew word of the day is Baruch. Baruch. I want to talk to you about the typical meaning that we associated with blessings. And I want to talk about the very cool paleo value meaning of this word as well, and give you a little something different to think about. Having said thus, Shalom Lachem, Anashim Tovim, Uvruchim, Habaim La'arutz Hakatan Sheli Hayom. We're going to talk about this very cool word. While it's on my mind, if this channel and if my little offerings are a blessing to you in any type of a way, I humbly ask that you would please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. So having said thus, let's get going. When we hear the word Baruch, okay, which in English has an equivalent meaning of bless, or to bless someone, or to endue upon someone the hopes for a long life and for prosperity and X, Y, and Z, to acknowledge, to show homage. Okay, we typically think of a blessing as, I don't know, someone dropping a bunch of cash on us, paying a bill that we couldn't otherwise pay, feeding us, or maybe just coming through in a big way that we really need. And that's fine. You know, this is, by and large, one example of what a bracha is. A bracha is. And in this case, we're talking about this form, same root. You'll notice it has the bet, right? It has the resh, and it has the kaf, okay? But bracha means a blessing. The plural form of that word is brachot, okay? Brachot. Now, interesting enough, look what happens here. If I take the root, once again, the root of the word, which is a bet, a resh, and a chaf sofit. Okay, if I go barach, that's what it means. It means to bless. But look what happens here if I change the vowels to berech. Berech. It becomes a knee. Glad I didn't hold that up. I'm a crusty knee. Berech. Okay, so blessing is also associated with the knees and bending the knees. The one thing that we don't know is what came first. Was the word bet, resh, and achaf sofit, was it associated with the knees first, or was it associated with blessings first? Or when they became intertwined, did the blessing come as a result of bending the knee or vice versa? We don't know. We don't know. Like, for example, there is a blessing in the prayer book, in the Siddur, that says, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hazokef kfufim. Hazokef, he is the one who raises up hakfufim, those who are bent over. He raises them up and he exalts them or lifts them up. And of course, we know that there are a lot of other passages that correlate with this as well. Let's talk about the cool paleo value of this word. Okay, so first and foremost, you have the bet, right? Bet, bait, house. Bet, which is a tent or a house. It's a dwelling place for someone, right? A dwelling place for shelter. Then you have rosh, which was very likely ras before the Canaanite shift. This is why in Arabic, ras, but it's the same word. So you have the house, and then you have the head, the person that's the head of the house. So these two letters together, bet and resh, represents the house alone. You have the house or the dwelling place, and you have the head of that house. And then the kaf is the palm of a hand that's open. It's the palm of a hand looking to receive. That's kind of cool, right? Something to think about. Also with the word berech, as I mentioned earlier, Berech, which is knees or knee, two knees, birkaim, birkaim, okay? And one of the most famous blessings or bracha is the Birkat HaKohanim, which you've heard many times before. It's the blessing that Adonai commanded Moshe and Aharon to bless the people using his name and to bless the people. So, what do we give to someone as a gift who already has absolutely everything? Okay, Heya Olamim, he is the source of the realms, all of life. He is Mekor HaBrachot, he is the source of all blessings. He owns a cattle on 1,000 hills. You know all of the references to the Creator. What do we give a guy that has everything? Well, we bend the knee and we acknowledge. You remember earlier I mentioned blessings being associated with something coming from a higher power, from someone who has so much and he's giving out to someone who is in need. And since he is not in need of anything, the greatest gift that we can do or that we can give or bestow upon him is to bend the knee and bow and to acknowledge him as all of those things. Cheha Olamim, Mekor HaBrachot, the source of life and the source of all blessing. So everything that we would give to Adonai, to the Most High, to Yud He Vav He, to Shema, as the Aramaic speakers call him, to Yehovah, to Yehovah. What would we give to him? The greatest gift that we can give to him is to open our mouth and to acknowledge him as that source. Because think about it, we're only turning around and giving back to him what he gave to us is already his. All right. So as an electrician, I can appreciate the concept of a circuit or a circle. Okay. Blessings, just like love, requires reciprocity. It's not one-sided. As I heard an old song say, it ain't love until you give it away. Plain and simple. You know, it's got to be a two-way street. Okay, so Baruch, blessing, is associated with bending the knee, with paying homage, okay, and blessing and giving back and trying to pay someone back, paying someone back with something that you already gave to us. You might also think about from Scripture, you know, whether you want to or not, you're going to find out that he's the only way. So in Scripture, it says, Kol berech tikra. Kol berech tikra. Every knee will bend, right? Every knee will bend. And also it says, Kol lashon tishava, and every tongue will pledge loyalty. All right, hey, just like that, that's it. A nice, short, and not too burdensome version of Hot Second Hebrew. And speaking of the Birkat HaKohanim, the blessing of the priests, I offer one to you as we slip here on the West Coast into this sacred time and space. May your Shabbat be sweet. May it be long-lasting. May it be that shelter that it should be from the long work week or whatever it is that you've had to deal with. And I pray that it would linger so long that the sweetness of it will stretch into Sunday and into Monday and get you at least to the halfway point on the way to the next Shabbat. Adonai commanded Moshe and Aaron to bless the people in this manner. Yivarechecha Adonai ve'yishmarecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yesem lecha shalom. May Adonai watch over you and keep you. May Adonai cause his face to rise upon you and be gracious to you. May Adonai guard you and keep you. Yeah, I kind of messed that up. And may he give to you his peace, his shalom. With that, I will see you all very soon. Shabbat shalom.